And these times it's hard.
Sometimes it's not
Woo,
hard, y'all.
child. Yeah.
Goodness. Okay, so how I stay motivated. I mean, I think I said it in my master class a few times. I really do follow my happiness. Staying motivated sometimes is really, really hard in our everybody's day of life. Because again, we're all striving for certain things, but life is still happening.
Absolutely.
All around us. So I think one thing that I love, again, I'm into all of the things, but if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good. And the more good you do, the better the world is.
Of course.
So I think that's kind of one thing where it's like, you know what, let's just get up and try again. What does Aaliyah say?
Yeah.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah, I think for me, I think as a music lover too, I think whenever I'm in a funk or a bad mood, if I play music that makes me feel good, it'll change my mood. And I've noticed myself, you know, especially after the pandemic and this last few years that everything's been so kind of up and down.
Right.
I've never had the emotional roller coaster that I'm having now. I never had it before.
Right.
A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of, you know.
Right.
And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just you know, turn on music and like you said, you'll just dance. And I think that really, for me, because people don't understand, like as music lovers, there's times where I'll be in meetings and talking to people and I have music in my head. And I'll be talking to people and I'll just be like this.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what are you listening to in your head? Because you're over here bopping. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I always have music in my head, but that's what keeps me, you know, sane. And I just moved recently and I remember when I was moving, you know, I didn't plug into my music stuff and whatever. So for 4 or 5 days I didn't have any music.
Right.
I remember just feeling like everything was just so quiet and so like blah, you know. And once I got settled, I was like, okay, I'm back.
Right.
I just needed the music in my, you know, in my life.
You know, and you touched on something too I want to like tap into as well. The one thing I think during the pandemic that it's okay to not be okay. And I think because we're in such a hyper grind and go for it and you gotta strive and you gotta be the best and you should be a millionaire by year 22 and you should own a serial entrepreneur and all of these things. I feel like sometimes people's hyper, like, I guess, enthusiasm sometimes paralyzes me, even somebody who's done, you know, a few things. So again, taking the time to not do anything is just as important as continuing to do stuff. So, you know, it's okay to not be okay is one of those things that I have finally given myself grace and said, you know what, it's okay. And I'm going to sleep all day.
I'm trying.
And I'm trying. And again, I think if you're doing your best, and your best might be 70%, it might be 10%. Like yesterday.
Every day is different. Every day is different.
Yesterday I was like, oh, I'm going to get up at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And I went to a sound bath and chilled and vibed out and set my intentions, and now I'm here with you.
It's
like
a reset.
Again, for me, being that, having that constant, you need to be doing more, you should go, 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 go. It was really hard to stop that and quiet it down. So it's a positive when I tell the girls sometimes about the pandemic. It's like, think about it differently and think about it as a thank you, being grateful and being you know, I'm just thankful and grateful every day that we're here because again, a lot of people can't be. So.
It was definitely a great reset for me and a great way to, you know, a great way for me to see things more clearly as far as people in my life, people that I need and don't need, and so that was amazing for me. But there's still a lot of like uncontrollable like highs and uncontrollable lows, and I was like, why am I feeling like, you know? But
I'm there. I'm still there. And like again, I'm like, we're still there. And it's good. And I think that conversations like this are great for younger kids to see because they think we're just now feeling this way, but I think a lot of them feel this way and have been
for a long time.
This is like their normal. This is the new normal of I'm not doing enough. I should be here. I could be this. Oh, my friend did this and she did that. It's just like I couldn't see you at Def Jam when you were 19 because I was in Washington doing whatever I was doing. You know, the comparison culture is really almost sometimes I think it's as just as harmful as it is helpful.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, so
we're getting by. We're doing it.
We're doing okay, and the kids they got cool people like us to help them through.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so glad that you came by and talked to the kids, and you know, let's figure something out with us and Girls Make Beats for the future.
Oh yeah.
But
I love you. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Of course.
And yes, gosh, this is so cool. Amazing. vocalizeU. Thank you for having me. It's your girl, Miss Tabor. Please follow me on all social media platforms, MS_TABER. Follow Girls Make Beats. Exactly the way it sounds. Girls Make Beats. And yeah, keep striving, keep doing your thing. We all got this.
Yeah. Awesome.
Vibe?
Yeah, that was great.